Hey, good morning to you. Good day to y'all. It's Mark again here, Weatherman Plus. I have a lot of new information coming on about what we're going to expect from this storm that we're about to get, the little bit of storm you're getting now in the Northeast, and the next system that will be following directly behind it. This is all going to happen within the next 5 days. I'm going to show you less. I'm going to show you within the next 4 days. And I think it's going to be versus who's going to be getting snow, who's going to be getting rain. So I will show you exactly why this is going to be, what it's going to be. And it actually could be a real letdown for a lot of people. Now, if you've never been here before, good day to you. My name is Mark. I upload every single day. Hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss any of my uploads, because trust me, I will go in depth as much as you need to know for what's going on. Now, if you look above me, these two videos that I have playing is going to play a big factor in whether you're going to get snow or whether you're going to get rain. The one on the very top shows you the temperatures at the 850 millibar level, which is 3,000 to 5,000 feet. And you can see the warmth that's shifting with it. I got them playing together so you can see the motion. Because the one right above my head, right below that one, is not surface temperatures. It's 925 millibars. It's a little bit higher than surface temperatures. So you can see these warm dew points, warm temperatures, that's going to play a big factor in whether you're getting rain or snow. You can see it rises all the way up to the 850 millibar level to the video on the top. So this temperatures is going to play a big factor, and it's going to be the time of day that this system moves over you. And once again, to save you time, I always put the National Weather Service link for any storm warnings or alerts. I always put that right below the title on the top of the description. And right below that is timestamps to save you time. So whatever you need to see, just click on those timestamps and it'll bring you right to it. So let's get into what we have, guys. Obviously, we have the storm off the mid-Atlantic. We have the swath of snow that's coming off the Pacific Northwest, and it will become upper level low into a surface low pressure as it moves across the Midwest to the Northeast. But we do have a high pressure blocking, so let me show you what you're going to get as far as impacts. And for lots of people, the power outages are going down, which is a good thing. Even Oregon finally getting below 100,000 people. You're up to 70,000. You're changing colors. I think it'll get a lot better for you today. And in Texas, it's down to 200,000. So it's dropping dramatically. It looks like everything is holding for y'all, and they're going to continue to keep fixing y'all power. Amen. Louisiana, you at 70,000. Mississippi, you're at over 100,000. So y'all really got hit hard with that ice and freezing rain that came by over y'all. So y'all are out of power, but I'm sure it'll be getting picked up soon. Kentucky, you're at 50,000. Virginia, you're at 30,000. And West Virginia, you're at 50,000. Now over here, it shows that it's a little yellow towards southern Maryland. They just got it colored because it's part of Virginia according to their map. But as you can see, there's no power outages for y'all over there. And for anyone else that's just never been here or seen the site before, you just click on your state. You can see where the counties are getting worked on and by which company. It gets updated every 10 minutes. And as usual, if someone is getting power better in a county next to you, then your county is more than likely next. Now, this is the link for the National Weather Service. This will be updated every time you click on a link because it will change throughout the day. One alert is not enough. And you do see that they do have a hard freeze warning for Louisiana and Texas. This is going to be almost one of your last days in this cold temperature. It is going to start warming up come Saturday evening, and especially in the Sunday. This is the link that for you to click on right above the timestamps. It will bring you here so you can get all your alerts. You can get updated. That way, if you watch the video in the morning, obviously these alerts are going to be changing throughout the day. That way, when you just click on it, you will get the updated information every time you click on it. No matter what time of day you click on my video. Now, this is the 12Z from this morning. This is literally 7 a.m. on the eastern side of the U.S. And you can see that you do have the surface low pressure moving away, but it is putting rain, freezing rain, even some snow for people in the Northeast. And this is all playing a temperature battle as well. But you can see the big swath of snow that is coming off the Pacific Northwest. And as you get into the 18Z for today, which is literally 1 p.m., and your timestamp is in between the videos right there, you can see all the warm moisture, all the good dew points, everything leaving with this system off the East Coast by this time. But you can see also for the Northeast that some of y'all is going to be getting rain like southern Maryland, southern Delaware, while some of y'all are going to be getting freezing rain a little northern of that. Same thing with Jersey. Central to South Jersey, you're going to be getting rain. That's because these warm temperatures are moving over as precipitation is hitting on the wraparound and it's dropping snowfall for you. Now, it will drop some snow for y'all as it leaves with these warm temperatures. However, it won't be a lot of accumulation because it won't have much precipitation left. It'll be moving away by that time. And by 7 o'clock tonight, the 0Z, it does move off to the East Coast. It does get rid of all this rain, all these storms that the Mid-Atlantic and the Southeast was seeing. But now you got some snowfall for southern New Jersey now, and it's even building up for Connecticut and Long Island as it moves away. It won't be a whole bunch of accumulation because the precipitation is moving away with the system as well. But on the wraparound, it's throwing moisture, precipitation on your freezing temperatures, and it is going back into snow. So you will get rain at first. And if you want to know when the snow is coming, the rain will let you know. When it's raining, you know snow is next. Now, just from this system moving over, and you can see a little snowfall adding up for South Dakota, also for Nebraska. That's because this is a 12Z for Sunday. This is literally 7 a.m. on the East Coast the next morning after the system. So this snowfall is coming from this energy that came from the Pacific Northwest. It did become upper level low, and now it's becoming a surface low pressure. It's spinning counterclockwise, so it's putting moisture on the north end of the system, while the southern end that's not cold enough, which I'll go over that, will be getting rain. That's why you see this addition here. But this is all going to be coming from this system that we have right now until tonight. With the west side of West Virginia getting heavy amounts of 2 to 4 inches. Also for Pennsylvania, you see that the west side of y'all, a little accumulation up to an inch, maybe 2 possible in the southern half. While the eastern half, where it moved, the system moved away and it was putting that precipitation on the wraparound and dropping more snowfall, it did start getting heavier for northeast Pennsylvania and southeast New York, north New Jersey as it moves across. As well as some for Long Island on the wraparound it did get. And western Connecticut, western Massachusetts also got some, as well as eastern as well. But it looks like the warm dew points did reach up quite good to the middle of Massachusetts. So I agree with that, and it's going to be a little bit less, but you will see a couple inches. But the furthest away from the warm temperatures from the system got the heaviest because of the precipitation as it passes and the wraparound. So a little bit of central New York, west side of Vermont, north and south got heavy amounts of snowfall. And then it pulls away a little bit more southern, and it gets only the west side of Maine. Now the Euro shows that it actually builds up, that was the GFS by the way. The Euro shows that it actually builds up warm temperatures all the way till it leaves. And then you don't get a lot of accumulation on the wraparound, like the system's moving a little bit faster. As it shows Long Island getting about another inch more of snow, but it does show that southern Connecticut actually got in on some snow on this one, as well as Rhode Island and southeast Massachusetts, where the GFS shows that this warm temperatures actually affected that. It got heavier amounts further north, like New York and Vermont, because the GFS shows the system a little bit further north, because there is a high pressure over there. So if it blocks it, what high pressures do, it will make it veer a little more northern. But here's the ice that you will be getting, the ice in the freezing rain, according to the GFS, with heavier amounts in eastern Virginia. You're still getting some in northern North Carolina, up to a 20th of an inch, which is still a lot of ice. But Maryland, you're getting hit pretty hard with it. Also northern Delaware, central to southern New Jersey. Y'all going to be seeing more freezing rain than ice, because as the system pulls away, it's going to be warm. So it's going to bring the temperatures down. So instead of snowfall, you're going to get freezing rain to even rain on the south side of this. So let's go ahead a little bit and let's follow how this system goes. Let's see exactly what gets involved and what stops you from you getting snowfall. Now this is Sunday on the 15Z. This is literally 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central Time. So around 9 o'clock in the morning, it's going to start building a surface low pressure, and it's going to start gaining a little more strength. Now, many things that come into factors when this is doing this. And I will show you what's up air aloft at 850 millibars. That is suppressing this from dropping snow as well. But all these warm temperatures, all these warm dew points that come out the Gulf of Mexico, and it does this all the time, is getting into the center of this storm as it carries across. So it comes to timing. And I still stand by my word that this system is going to be chasing the daytime temperatures while it's trying to drop the snowfall. But on the back end, it's still freezing temperature. You can see the blue line. This is freezing temperatures, okay? This is right at 32 degrees and north. And on the back end, on a wraparound, it'll throw precipitation after it leaves with these warm dew points, and you'll be getting snow as it leaves and as it crosses. So a lot of people will be getting heavy accumulations. It's just all about timing. Now at the 18Z for Sunday, this is literally noontime in the central, 1 p.m. on the eastern side. You can see that the high pressure is moving now off to the Atlantic Ocean, and then it's going to go out there and it's actually going to block the system, because the system's is right tucked up. Wherever it's high, there's going to be a low on the other side of it. It's pretty much how it goes. It's either going to be upper level low, or it's going to strengthen to a surface low pressure all the way to the ground. Now this you can see for Missouri. It's very tricky. It does say snow on the north side. It does have rain southern. And if you look, you'll see the freezing line right below it. But I'm showing that the dew points will be sucked up into this just enough. At least the northeast side of Missouri will be warm at first. You're not going to go straight to snow. You're going to see rain first. But as it passes on the wraparound, you will see snow. And you can see that here on the 2-meter temperatures, that all this warm temperatures right here is stopping it from freezing. Even southern Iowa could see freezing rain as it moves by, because you're right at 32 degrees. What was it? And this is the 18Z for Sunday. This is when this storm's going to be rolling through. And the 18Z is right around 1 p.m. So it is messing with that daytime heating. The warm temperatures coming from the Gulf of Mexico. I'll show you that. But you're right on the edge of freezing of northern Missouri and southern Iowa. So y'all will be seeing either mixed precipitation, especially in the northeast. You're right at almost 33. Or freezing rain, then snow. But it will be snow eventually. But the freezing rain and the mixed precipitation will let you know that the snow is about to come. Now this is a 21Z. It's literally going 3 more hours, showing you the movement of this storm and what to expect as it comes by. And this is right around 4 p.m. on the eastern side, right around 3 p.m. for central. So from noon to central, it passed across Missouri and it's headed a little more east-northeast, because it has to move around this high pressure. So the slower this high pressure moves, the more northern the storm has to go. If they go together, it'll come straight across like the Euro showed. But the GFS shows that it actually bumps into it and it goes around it. And that's why y'all get them warm temperatures in the New England states. And it does mess up y'all precipitation a little bit. But you can see you're getting snowfall still for central to northern Illinois, as well as Iowa. You got snow the whole time it passed by. So did some of Minnesota. So did Wisconsin. But everybody else southern, you're warmer. You're warmer because of these dew points that are coming below you. I will show you. But as it races across, it's going to be racing temperatures, and this freezing level is going to move more northern, because this whole system is bringing warm temperatures with it. And you can see now the freezing line is starting to move with this whole system right here as it tracks east. And everybody's temperatures is starting to change up in the Corn Belt. Everybody's getting above freezing. Now at the 0Z, that's 6 p.m. Central Time, the system starts weakening and becomes an upper level low, but it continues to move that energy across. And you can see this now, Illinois, northern Illinois, you're going to be getting snow. Northern Indiana, you're going to be getting snow, as well as everybody else northern. But the central to the south side will be getting rain, and this is because of the dew points. And once again, I will show you this. And just to show you that it is trending on the other models, on the Euro, it's showing the same thing on the same shot. You got the high pressure on the east. At the same location, you have the upper level low moving across the Midwest. And you can see the mixed precipitation line that the Euro does show and provide. But it's kind of common knowledge in between the freezing line and the not freezing, there's going to be mixed precipitation there. But you can see the surface low pressure move across, and you will have the northern half in snow, the southern half will be in rain. Now we get into the 3Z, which is literally 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You see the freezing temperature mark right here, but yet you see rainfall instead of snowfall. And at this point, Michigan's getting good snow. It's on the north side. It is moving right across, so it could turn into rain a little bit if it pulls these dew points enough. But you see the temperature line, and you're like, hey, this is freezing temperatures. How come I'm not getting snow? And at the 6Z, as you go into Monday around 1 a.m., this is right at midnight Central, 1 a.m. on the eastern side, you can still see the surface low pressure moving across, and now it's pulling rain into Michigan, all of Indiana. So whatever snowfall you got, there's a good chance it melted, but there is freezing temperatures behind this system. So if it moves fast enough, You will get some snow on the wraparound, and plus whatever fall will be freezing at that point. So now your rain that's on the ground will turn into some slick roads and some ice on the ground. So be careful of that. But still, you see the freezing line, and you're like, why am I not getting snow? You got to understand what's going on in the atmosphere. But once again, I will show you why this is. Let me show you the track first. And the same shot, Euro is showing the same thing. The high pressure is over there. That's why it's going a little more northern. It has to go around this high pressure. And you see the snow in Michigan. You see the rainfall for the rest of the Corn Belt. And as we go into the 9Z, which gets in about 4 a.m. for the eastern side, 3 a.m. for the central. And you still see this is middle of the night. I got freezing temperatures all the way down to Kentucky. Why is everybody getting all this rain? Now we're back on Sunday. Let's pull it all the way back. This is the 15Z, which is 10 a.m. on Sunday. This is the 21st. And let's back it up and see why, when the storm system came by, it dropped a lot of rain and not the snow. Now this is your dew points. This right here lets you see exactly what's going on with the temperatures. Let's let you see right here exactly what's going on with the moisture. That is getting into the system, as well as what it took with it as it left. But this is going to feed it, and this is going to feed the warm temperatures. And you can see on Sunday that it starts to get the warm temperatures all the way up to the top of Missouri. And it literally gets 31 degrees on the very top, then it goes to 32. So it's a very thin line because of these warm temperatures from the dew points. This is on the surface. The warm air has to rise. So this warm air is getting into the storm. It's feeding it precipitation to give other people snow, but it's putting warm temperatures on the ground and rising up. 3 hours later on the 18Z for Sunday, you can see that this warm temperatures do move. And it covers all of almost Missouri except for the very top. So you will probably have a time where you have freezing rain for a while before you get more snow in a wraparound. But you can see the warm temperatures now is covering all the way across Kentucky, all the way to the edge of West Virginia. Then it's coming back, and this is the daytime temperatures. Then it's coming back and it's curving right before Indiana. So this is pretty much a big circle of warm temperatures moving with this system. And the 21Z, which is 3 more hours, is really 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central for Sunday. You can see the warm temperatures get really good into the system, and it gets way up into high Indiana, high into Ohio, and it gets real high in Ohio. And this is where it's going to start affecting the Northeast as well. But all these warm dew points all over this is causing y'all to have rain. And as we keep on going through the 0Z, you can see that these temperatures stayed with it. Even though it's nighttime and all these temperatures should be dropping around this time, it's staying below freezing because of these warm dew points covering the whole Corn Belt. Now the 3Z for Monday, this is the 22nd. This is the storm still moving across. This is literally 10 p.m. now. And it's late night. There's freezing temperatures everywhere. But with all this moisture and all this dew points bringing this warm temperatures, it's bringing it way warm onto the edge of Michigan. So all this is going to be rain. So you might see snow in front of this system, but it will be rain for a while. Then it'll be snow again on the wraparound as the system moves away. Now, as you look into the 6Z just a little bit later, you can see that the temperatures are still well warm. None of it froze up because there's all these warm dew points. And you're above freezing, so you're going to continue to get this rain through the night. And through the whole night it's gone by, this is the 9Z for Monday. It's literally 3 a.m. Central, 4 a.m. Eastern time. And you can see all this warm temperatures that is moving now to the east. And at the 12Z, as we go into our morning, this is 6 a.m. Central, 7 a.m. Eastern time. And you can see that this warm temperatures moves all across now. It's still in Ohio. And now it's affecting western Pennsylvania, and this is going to keep on moving to the east. So everybody that's in freezing temperatures, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, y'all all going to change over to rain. And you can see that shot right here. You're getting rainfall for western Pennsylvania, Virginia, southeast Maryland, southern Delaware. Y'all all getting rain because of these warm dew points. But everybody on the north side of this storm is getting snow at this point. And the surface temperatures are just well too warm for y'all to get any snow. And the 18Z for Monday, just a few hours later, this is 1 p.m. on the East Coast. You can see that the rain is falling for Maryland, Delaware, Even Long Island's getting rain because of these warm dew points, while now central to northern Pennsylvania and eastern Pennsylvania is getting snow, while everybody else got rain. And that's a 21Z by 4 p.m. on Monday. It does move over. It does get finished with what it's going to do on the first system. And you can see that Pennsylvania is all in the warm temperatures and getting rain now, even the eastern half. So you're still getting snow, but I do believe that some of the models are not right because it's not going to be heavy snow because of this reason. Now, I want to make a point as far as the size of this system and why you might be getting a lot of rain, a lot of snow, and why you might not. You can see the size of it in the northeast is not a very big storm. So as this system moves by and the wraparound comes around and gives you snowfall, it won't be heavy amounts. In the north it will be because it'll be getting hit as it goes by and the wraparound. But as it moves away, it won't have a lot of time for a lot of snowfall. You will be getting some because it's going to be frozen and the moisture is going to turn to snow and the warm temperatures are going to be away. However, the system also is moving away from you. Now, at this point, you can see all the warm temperatures and you still got some freezing temperatures. So it did start freezing over into snow and some ice on the ground because of the rain that was on the ground. But you can see that all the warm temperatures reaching way up into central New York, even barely 32 degrees in western New York. Even gets a little wishy-washy towards Massachusetts, so the central to the eastern side will be less amounts of snow. And by Tuesday on 0Z, this is the 23rd, this is literally 7 p.m. for the eastern side, 6 for the central. And you can see the storm is moving by. It's still putting snowfall for Maine. But now we have this other surface low pressure that is forming in the Midwest, and it's going to pass by. It's not going to come in. It's going to pass by, but it is going counterclockwise, so its rain bands is going to wipe across the Midwest and a little bit of the Northeast. Now, we're backing this up to Sunday again. I want to explain to you. I've done explain the dew points of why you're getting rain and not snow. I'm also going to explain to you how high up in this atmosphere these dew points are going. So as this system moves and it starts to build on Sunday, across Missouri, remember, the northern half was frozen, but the dew points kind of showed that it kind of messed up that snowfall a little bit, especially for the northeast, at least in the beginning. But what's also happening is this temperature is rising and there's very warm air, if you look at the top video, at the 850 millibar. So not only on the surface level with these dew points is it very warm, it's also warm at 850 millibar level, and that's around your melting layer to decide whether you get freezing rain, sleet, snow, or rain. And you can see this here on your 850 millibar level. You can see the warm temperatures that's getting within this system coming from the north. And all these warm temperatures at 850 millibars is getting it now to where instead of freezing where they're at -4, -5 up there, now they're right at 0 or right at 1 degree. And 1 degree is freezing temperature. That's 32 degrees on the ground. So this warm temperature is going to stay within this system from the ground all the way to the top as it moves across. And I'm going to take you through this every 3 hours just to show you as this system moves across. You can see the upper level low. As this system moves across, you'll see these warm temperatures inside of it. Now you can see it warming up Illinois. It's also warming up Indiana, Ohio. Now it's starting to affect even western Pennsylvania. But you can see the warm temperature here from Monday that it stays well within this system, up air at 850 and the dew points on the ground, and it's just not allowing it to drop any snow. This will be rain. 3 hours later, as it moves with this warm temperature. And you go 3 more hours, you can see now it's getting to Ohio good, and it's really starting to affect Pennsylvania. It's really warm temperatures up there. And the 12Z for Monday, you can see it's just gathering up all this warm temperatures moving with this system, and it's not allowing the snowfall. And the 15Z for Monday, which is literally 10 a.m., you can see the system moving across. It's still very warm temperatures, and it's not going to be able to drop snowfall. It's fighting with these daytime temperatures, and it just can't drop snow. 3 more hours to 18Z. You can see it's still staying with these warm temperatures, and they're reaching way down to the mid-Atlantic as it moves east and goes offshore. Now, to look at your snowfall accumulation, see how much you got. The models are showing different things, and I'll show you which one was more than likely going to be what you're going to get. Now this one shows that it has heavier snow for West Virginia, southern Pennsylvania, northern Pennsylvania, I believe. This one right here, it's a little heavy because it stays pretty warm, but I would believe more northern Pennsylvania than the south, because the south didn't have time to get snow. It was too warm. But however, the wraparound is showing that it did give you some in the southwest of Pennsylvania. But I don't believe that heaviness. I believe that will be 3 to 5 inches. It's not going to be no 6. But and what do you have for Long Island? Just a little bit. I believe that as well. It's just going to be so warm for so long. When the system moves away, there's not going to be a lot of time. And when National Weather Service takes a blend of all the models, this is the outcome, which is more believable what the Euro has. It shows lighter amounts for Pennsylvania, heavier amounts in the north of Pennsylvania, but it's not showing 6 to 10 inches, guys. It's showing it to be anywhere from 4 to 6 inches. The 6 to 7 to 8 inches possible would be towards New York. It's further away from the system, so it's getting snow as it passes and the wraparound, as well as Vermont, New Hampshire, western Massachusetts, because as it moves up to go away from that high pressure, it brings some more warm temperatures for eastern Massachusetts, so you're not going to get as heavy as western Massachusetts. But all in all, this is the snowfall rates that I do see as far as what you have now and this next system that is coming. That's not the third one, but the next one that is coming. And I do believe these amounts, maybe a little bit more accumulation for northern Pennsylvania. I can see that, but that's about it. This all looks about how it's going to be. Michigan's getting a good bit of snow, heavier on the west side because of the wraparound. But you can see how it cuts Illinois, Indiana, even Ohio in the sections. But Iowa's getting okay, northern Illinois is getting okay, even southern Wisconsin. Also with some good snowfall for the northwest as well. You got Idaho, you got Wyoming, you got Montana, you got Washington, you got Oregon, California. Everybody's getting some good snow. Nevada, Utah, Colorado. Y'all getting some good snowfall. The heavier amounts is in the higher elevations, but Nebraska, Kansas has y'all for very light amounts. You will see it in the air. There will be a lot of flurries. There will be some accumulation, but not a heavy amount. Iowa, you're getting a good bit, of course, but you can see how everybody else is getting some snowfall, but mostly in the higher elevations. And the National Weather Service that does the blend of models I showed you the snowfall, this is their ice accumulation. Everybody's getting slight just because everybody's going to get a lot of mixed precipitation from the temperature change from cold to hot to cold. So it will be some freezing rain involved in all that. But there's going to be some ice accumulation for eastern Virginia, southeast, and central to northern North Carolina as well. And it's showing that Delaware and southern New Jersey isn't going to be as heavy as the other amounts. It's showing that this will mostly be a lot of freezing rain up here, but the ice will be in Virginia. Now this is moving offshore by Tuesday, and as this moves, you still have the surface low pressure that is coming over the Midwest, and it's going to be dropping some snowfall with these rain bands. However, there is going to be a temperature issue with this as well. And you can see the warm temperatures that is covering everybody in the Midwest. And this is Tuesday, guys. This is the 23rd. This is your 6Z. This is literally very warm temperatures. There will not be snow in the beginning of this. Now, this is your 12Z for Tuesday. This is literally 7 a.m. now for Eastern, 6 a.m. for Central. You see the system moving off to the northeast. It gains strength all the way down to 987. That's almost hurricane strength, but it is getting strong as it moves away. But you can see precipitation coming down for Ohio, and you're even going to see it for Pennsylvania. But whether it's going to accumulate and add to what you have already, that's up to the temperatures, because this swapping around, I'm not showing it has much of a chance. It will literally be on the edge of freezing to not freezing temperatures as this comes around. So this is early in the morning. It's going to be fighting daytime temperatures from the sun rising, from all the moisture, all the temperatures. You can see all the temperatures coming up all over the southeast. So the sun's coming up, the temperatures are coming in, and it's warming up quickly. So if you get snow, it will be the first part of this system comes by. You might get some rain after the snow, but it's going to literally be a very quick, very precise timing on this next system. I will update you on this. Okay, guys. Well, I hope that really helped y'all understand as far as why you're getting rain and why the others are going to be getting snow. So God bless all of you. I hope y'all have a very blessed day today. Remember, no matter what happens, persevere. You wouldn't imagine the things I actually had to go through today. After I had everything set up and done with my computer, I went to set up my lights and whatnot. It bumped the socket and it reset my computer, so I had to redo everything again. Then when I read the Bible to y'all a little while ago, I don't know, some evil spirits working in the spiritual world trying to stop me from getting the word out from God. But the video file was corrupt, so I thought that was a little odd. It's okay. I will persevere. I love my Lord. I will preach to my brethren and sisters. Now I'm going to play this for y'all. This is a NAM 3K. This will show you all the information you see from the storm now up to the storm coming. It shows you 60 hours, which is roughly 2.5 days. But it is Friday. It is the end of the week. Yay. Let me read to you real quick. Let's praise our Lord, guys. Psalm 85. Lord, thou hast been favorable unto thy land. Thou hast brought back the captivity of Jacob. Thou hast forgiven the iniquity of thy people. Thou hast covered all their sin. Selah. Thou hast taken away all thy wrath. Thou hast turned thyself from the fierceness of thine anger. Turn us, O God of salvation, and cause thine anger towards us to cease. Wilt thou be angry with us forever? Wilt thou draw out thine anger to all generations? Wilt thou not revive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee? Shew us thy mercy, O Lord, and grant us thy salvation. I will hear what God the Lord will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people and to his saints. But let them not turn again to folly. Surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Ye, the Lord, shall give that which is good, and our land shall yield her increase. Righteousness shall go before him, and shall set us in the way of his steps. Amen. God bless you all today. Hope you all have a great day today. It is Friday, so if you're in school, it's your last day. That's good. My kids actually on a holiday. They're off, so that's a good thing. But I appreciate every single one of you, because as you know, I go into my day of peace this afternoon, and I won't upload again until tomorrow afternoon. So there will be no video in the morning. God bless you all. All glory does go to God, God of Jacob. Amen.